Hi, West Texas, Bert St-Pierre here, and welcome into episode 22 of our VCast series, Chat with the Chief, featuring San Angelo Police Chief Travis Griffith. Chief, thanks for coming back.
It's always glad to be here, and number 22 for us, man. That's pretty big.
Emmitt Smith?
Yeah, Emmitt Smith, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift,
Yeah.
okay, there we go.
I don't know about you, but this is episode 22.
All right, hey, we were talking about breaking it out, and you did. You have a future in singing.
I'll see. I mean, I think right now it's just more of I can carry one in a bucket, but that's about it.
Hey, better than me. So tomorrow, kids across San Angelo will be back in the classroom, kicking off the start of the new school year.
Yes, sir.
Exciting times, nervous times, a lot of emotions. How is the San Angelo Police Department gearing up for the 2025-26 school year?
Yeah, we're excited for all the kids to be going back, and we have a lot of our officers and have kids, and it is a paramount for us to make sure school safety is number one up there. So all the officers that normally work security and safety positions up at the school districts are ready to go and excited, and been doing some training over the summer to make sure we're up to speed and able to keep everybody safe. And we're excited that this year, starting right around October, we're going to have some full-time school resource officers inside of our high schools. So one at Lakeview and one at Central, full-time. It's going to be their job. It was the first step into that, and we're excited about that. I think it's going to provide a little better continuity of relationship building and things like that. So we're stoked on that. And as we get ready, all the traffic and everything else out there, that's the second aspect of the first day of school. I will say, I'm going to look out here, be careful driving, because our officers are going to be out there on the loop and at school zones, and I don't want you to meet one of our guys on the side of the road. So slow down, pay attention, and you won't have a impromptu meeting with an SAPD officer.
A lot of times, when you're talking about driving safety, I think about mom and dad, grandma and grandpa taking their kids to school. But also over the summer, there are high schoolers that probably got their driver's license, and they're excited for back to school. They're excited to drive, to show off for their friends, drive their friends around. What kind of words of wisdom do you have for those students that just got their license?
Yeah, I think you put it well. This is a community approach, right? Whether you're a student, whether you're going to work and just happen to be passing through, or anything like that, this is all of us got to pay attention. For new drivers out there, we always recommend. We're excited to go and show off those new cars, but remember that you have to have all your senses about yourself, and making a mistake at 65 miles an hour on the loop or something like that, it can be very dangerous. And we have a lot of kiddos that are going to be walking to school, riding their bikes to school, and so you as a new driver, pay attention to all those factors, because it can sure take you to a place that we don't want anybody to get hurt. And so keep them safe, have a great school year, and it be memorable for the excitement of sports and events and all the accolades of getting A's and whatnot. Let's let it be that and not something bad.
Any final thoughts on the start of the new school year before we move on?
I think reminding parents any kids that are riding the bus, stay off the curb a good ways. Don't be right on the curb when they're waiting for that bus. Stay about 6 feet back. Give about 6 to 10 feet in front when you're crossing in front of the bus, so the bus driver can see you. Remember, those that are driving, when it comes to bus related stuff, is that bus arm means stop, right? Both sides of the roadway need to stop and wait for those passengers to either load up or jump off.
Hey, I mean, we see that all over the country.
Yeah.
We see the videos every school year of people going around the school bus, so definitely important to remember that as well. Switching gears a little bit now. So yesterday, SAPD took to Facebook and telling people to make sure that they do their research when it comes to hiring companies to do whatever kind of work that is going to be happening at their home. SAPD suggested, if you have any questions, contact the Better Business Bureau. But with that post, it had also said that there's been a recent increase in scam activity across the city. What's SAPD been seeing?
Well, it's across not only the city, it's across the state, but specifically to San Angelo when it comes to those that are being scammed in relation to floods. Somebody's coming in kind of a fly-by-night, or maybe somebody's just being nefarious that's coming in trying to get you to give money up front. We encourage you to also look at city-approved contractors, right? People that are already on the list that is licensed with the city. Then you know that they're more local than not. You can have national or state level organizations that do good work, but they're going to almost always be licensed in San Angelo to be able to do the work. So that's a good thing to look out for. And anytime somebody's trying to get you to give a bunch of money up front, be mindful of that, because what they're trying to do is they'll come in and get you to give X amount of money to get the work done, and then they'll just never show back up. So.
And we've seen that all across the country,
yes,
too.
Yes,
speaking of the flooding, we know in the days after, SAPD and the city put in place the ingress-egress order for some of the neighborhoods that were hit the hardest.
Yes,
the
sir.
last time we met, that order had been rescinded,
Yes,
but
sir.
patrols were going to continue in those neighborhoods. Where do we stand right now with those neighborhoods that were hit hardest and the law enforcement presence?
Yeah, we're still putting extra emphasis on patrolling those areas, but it's now back to just the San Angelo Police Department. So we have scaled back DPS, and SO was helping out with that. So it's really just kind of us and our districts that are aware of it and putting as many people as we can to patrol those as needed.
When you first became chief, you said one of the things that you wanted to do was be transparent and upfront with the residents of San Angelo. And over the past several months, you and SAPD have held different community meetings, community advisory meetings. You guys have one coming up in a couple of weeks in the Santa Rita neighborhood.
Yes,
that's
sir.
going to be at the Providence Baptist Church on August 26th. What have you and your officers been keeping an eye out for in the Santa Rita neighborhood, and what do you hope to hear, what do you hope to accomplish?
Yeah, I think the best thing is to get to have an open line of communication, right? So, I mean, with people that live in the Santa Rita area in particular, we see the struggles they go through is that there's more property crime through there because you can access Santa Rita from any angle, right? So north, south, east, and west, you can come in through Santa Rita, and we see the people try to go in there and take advantage of those folks. And so we're looking at several different options of what we can do to help make that area safer, and we want to hear what they're seeing and find out what we can do to adjust our patrols based off of what they say is happening in their community. And then for them to be able to understand what we're dealing with, the capacity of where we're at, what the plans are, how to move forward. It's the best way to put it is it's open line of communication. And if you have concerns, the interesting aspect about being elected is you can come throw rocks at me, right? I'm going to be open and real, and I'll tell you what the problems are that we face, and when we look at our budget and compared to other cities, and we're lower, and when we look at our staffing for officers, we're well below the state average of having 2 police officers for every 1,000 residents. We have about 1.74. That's not enough to push back on property crime. So we're working through that, working with city officials and working with the other elected officials of the city council to understand that we have some struggles we're dealing with, but together and finding force multipliers, that's the stuff we'll be talking about at the meeting.
Conversation is always good. Again, that meeting is going to be the evening of August 26th at Providence Baptist Church. Now, let's have a little bit of fun here. Some people will think it's fun, some people will not. Hopefully you do. So this comes directly from the Queensland Police Service in Australia.
Okay.
Now, fair warning, these are dad jokes, but we're going to see if the chief knows the answer to them.
Okay.
Why did police arrest the celery?
The celery, and I do not know that one.
Because it was charged with stalking.
Stalking, okay, it is a stalk, and it's very full of water.
I only have 2 more for you, so bear with me. How do you greet a cop?
In Australia or in Texas?
Anywhere.
Okay, howdy,
Well, you know what? That is a good answer, but you could have also said policed to meet you.
Oh, okay. that one's, it's getting close to criminal on how bad these are right now.
Hey, there's only one left, I promise. All right. Hey, you just got a cup of coffee.
Yes,
Why
sir.
did the coffee call you Chief Travis Griffith?
I have no idea.
Because it got mugged.
It got mugged. I like that. You finished on a good one.
Thank you. I tried. But again, that's all credit to the Queensland Police Service. All right.
Got to have fun with it.
Yes, you do have to have some fun. You have to. We're in the TV business. There are times to be serious. There are times to have a little bit of fun as well. School tomorrow, community advisory meeting coming up in a couple of weeks. Any final thoughts that you'd like to pass along, Chief?
You know, today is a new day, and tomorrow will be the same. Hopefully, we're blessed with another day that as we go through, that we let our future be the future and the past be the past. Focus on what's ahead. Can't plow a straight row looking backwards. So stay focused on what's ahead of us. Remember our lessons from the past, and we'll have a brighter day for San Angelo.
As always, well said, Chief. All right, that will do it for another episode of our VCAS series, Chat with the Chief, featuring San Angelo Police Chief Travis Griffith. I'm Bert Sempier. We'll see you back here next time.